Yo, welcome to another episode of Bank Black and Nerd Culture. What up, my man?
What's
What's
going
going
on?
on,
What's going
KC?
on?
What's up, brother?
Nothing, man. Feels like we've been on a bit of like hiatus.
I
You know,
know, I know, man. We apologize to all the nerds out there. We're gonna do a much better job of keeping this thing consistent, guys. I promise. Last week was on me, right? No, last week
no,
was on
no,
you.
it is on me.
Yeah, you were on vacation. Week before
Yeah,
was on me. I was having technical difficulties
check.
with my
Yeah,
equipment. Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, we invested in a little bit more in this thing, guys. So we're gonna be a lot more consistent with y'all. We know y'all nerds want to keep up with this shit, and only the
yeah.
way that the black men can. So we're
Black
gonna
and
we're gonna bring it to y'all.
Black Power.
Absolutely, man, bro. You can have the title of black man today. I know we
All
told
right.
y'all we're gonna flip flop on it because your boy is feeling like a bitch today. Um,
Why,
these
why, Robin
allergies,
gotta, why Robin gotta
bro.
get into that category, man?
Man, we all know Robin's a bitch. Uh, and that's how you boys feeling, man. These allergies are kicking my ass, bro. I mean, they're kicking my ass worse than John Walker did to that flag smasher, bro.
Yeah.
So I am down for the
Spoiler
count.
alert. Spoiler
Spoiler alert,
alert.
yeah, yeah, for real, yeah. We, I'm giving too many spoilers already. Um, with that being said, is that a good segue? You want to just go ahead and jump into the episode, man?
Man, so much has happened, man. I actually just kind of watched it, so I haven't even fully been able to rewatch it again and like get a good recap of it. But basically, man, there's been a lot that's gone on since we haven't been around between Isaiah Bradley and
Yeah,
finally getting the Winter Soldier and Falcon together.
yeah,
And then got the Wakandans
man.
out there.
What do you call it? The door?
Doing Milage,
Door
Milan,
Mirage,
Milan,
man. Yeah,
Milage.
man.
We messing that name up. So
Door
uh
Mirage.
yeah,
Door,
that sounds
yeah.
good. Sounds
I
good
think that's
enough.
how you say it. Yeah. Um.
It's actually a perfume from Africa.
Oh yeah.
No,
Is that what they're named
yeah,
after?
yeah, yeah.
Hey, it sounded right.
Hey,
As long as you say shit and
yeah,
sound confident about it,
the doing
no one's gonna
Milage
question you. Yeah,
smells good.
bro. Absolutely, man. And they got a little panther head on it, and you spray that shit Sex Panther. Door Mirage.
What was it from Anchorman? It works, you know,
Yeah,
7% of the time, 100% of the time, something like
yeah,
that.
some shit like
Some
that, man.
crazy. Yeah.
I want some
Anyway,
now.
we got the
This
Mil-
episode is
we
brought to
got the
you by
Milage out there.
Door Mirage.
The smell it.
Bask in the
Uh,
glow, baby. Do we
but
want
yeah,
to
we got Zemo now. Zemo's out and about
bro,
doing his thing.
Zemo,
I was completely off of my predictions on him, man. Completely
yeah,
off on
yep,
that.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, he's actually a kind of a relatable character. But we talked about it, man. This is what Marvel does. Marvel makes you like people and relate to people that you didn't even think of at first. I'm telling you, bro, there's gonna come a point in one of these episodes or one of these movies of Marvel where they really gonna have your boy like, damn, I kind of understand the Nazis and understand what they were talking about, and I understand white supremacy. I get it. I'm with it.
never, never.
if if Marvel can explain that shit, bro, they gonna have you sympathizing with motherfuckers, bro. They just do a great job with storytelling, man. I'll be like, hey, shit, I'm with it. I support the cause.
Done, man. It's
Yeah,
not
nah,
happening.
I
It's not
know,
happening.
I know. I take it back. So before we dive any deeper into it, man, if y'all like what we got going on here, man, if y'all want to see more of these episodes, if y'all want to follow us, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Follow us for more of these episodes. As I say, the more consistent episodes that we're gonna have going on. And even though we've already spoiled a little bit of it, spoiler warning. So if you have not watched the latest episode of Falcon Winter Soldier, please stop, but come back, check us out, man, so we can recap this thing.
Right.
So KC, do you want to go ahead and hop into the what had happened was segment of
Man,
the show?
I honestly, man, there's so much that happened. I think you might have to do this because I'm still trying to process. Like I said, I
Yeah,
just watched it, so I'm still trying to process it. But basically what had happened is old girl's mom passed away, or her surrogate mama passed away. So everybody's feeling a certain way about it. They're getting some news, some traction because they are blowing people up, which
Yeah.
isn't cool. Uh, and Falcon and Winter Soldier are still kind of dealing with Zemo. Kind of has something up his sleeves. We got to figure that out. And they got to deal with
Yeah.
the perfume promoters, the Doyle Malage.
Yeah. So Zemo, I like how they make Zemo character is like a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? There was even a reference to him reading the book about Machiavelli in his cell. You know what I'm saying? And Machiavelli's whole thing is being, a necessary means to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's like so anti super soldier, so anti supremacy.
yeah,
Um, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you think Zemo, you think, oh, this the motherfucker that caused the Avengers to, have beef with each other and in Civil War, but
yeah.
now it's like you can understand, you can relate to him, you can fuck with him in this in this series.
Because you're right. The only super soldier that you've seen in action has been Steve Rogers and Bucky, and both of them have been fighting for what is can perceive right in their movies or whatever shows that they're in.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing these soldiers that are normal people getting this um, serum, and you're like, yeah, man, something's not right, man.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the girl, man,
Carly.
Carly?
Yeah. So first of all, it's the same chick from Solo, right? From Star
Yeah, yeah,
Wars.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's
She's
leading.
playing a similar role, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. What was you gonna say about her?
I don't know why she keeps this young girl keeps leading the revolution. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. When I first saw her, I was like, dog, is this the same chick? Is she playing the same role? I literally thought it was the same character. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just doing like a similar plot line, from the Star Wars movie. In this one, you can't really get a grasp on, is she like really a good guy? Is she a bad guy? Should I fuck with this character or not? You know what I'm saying? Um, in this latest episode, it's like, okay, now you can really kind of see more and more like, okay, maybe I do want to relate with her, maybe I do want to side with her. It's just one of those things. I mean, I think Sam summed it up best when he was like, look, I support your cause, I just don't support the way in which you're going about it. You know what I'm saying?
Which is kind of definitely a statement for the times that we're in.
Oh, this
And
whole show is.
yeah,
Yeah.
my only thing with Carly is I'm still having a hard time believing that she is the leader of this revolution. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's not that she's acting it bad. It's not like she's
Yeah.
done anything to like annoy me or anything. I'm just not yet in belief that this is, and I know it's intentional.
Yeah.
You're supposed to relate with this one. You're supposed to care for her. You're supposed to see her as a little girl, like your protagonist does.
Yeah.
But I'm just I'm still not really seeing how she's led others. Like, they haven't shown that quality to me in the show about her.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, you still questioning like her leadership qualities. Um,
Yeah,
just as far as the plight, and what she's actually fighting for, I think I think they just do a beautiful job of kind
yeah,
of explaining like why they're going about what they're doing. She dropped a fire ass line this episode too. They were talking about the shield, and I'm a butcher the quote, man. I hate that I should have took notes, so my bad about that. But I think they were talking about the shield, and she was just like, why should I care about their symbol uh when the world don't care about us? You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
yeah.
Yeah, the country don't care about us. Why should I care about their symbol? And again, go back to what you're saying, bro. That's some fire shit to go along with the times, that we living in right now. I mean, this whole series, man, I wasn't expecting Disney to take it there. But
Yeah,
they're doing a great job of encapsulating the times and the tone of this country in particular, man.
they really are. What did you think about? I know Sharon is not a big role in this episode. She actually had a bigger role last episode. What do you think about Sharon,
Yeah.
man?
Still trying to figure her out too, bro. I mean, you don't know. I mean, they purposely are leaving it kind of vague, making it think, making you wonder, like, damn, is she the power broker?
Yeah.
Or how much pull does she actually have? She able to track stuff and have communications with people that you really don't know. Like, who the fuck
Yeah.
is she communicating with? Is she
Yeah.
working with the power broker if she's not actually the power broker? So I don't know. It's weird, and I definitely didn't expect for her to be like caked up the way that she is. You know, it's weird, man. We knew she was gonna be in the show, but we didn't know
Yeah.
in what capacity.
What? Right.
Yeah,
Yo,
she a cutie
I'm
though.
man, I was thinking that if you gave me a choice between her and Peggy, I'm still gonna go back in time. Like I
Oh,
just
fuck yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no question.
Uh I was like, because I was like, man, I know Sharon's supposed to be here, but really, what has Sharon done? And then they kind of point to the fact that Sharon did a pretty big thing in Civil War for them. Like
Yeah,
she had their back, and then you're like, oh, y'all just completely forget about me. She like that
yeah.
ex that or that girl you kind of link up with in between. The girl broke your heart, and the other girl that has actually treated you well. And you're
Yeah.
just kind of like, oh my bad, I was gonna call you. I tried to text you a while back.
Yep.
Something was going on with my phone. And that's kind of how you get, that's kind of how you feel about Sharon. And Sharon is just kind of like, well, if you forget about me, then I'm gonna have to run things my own way.
Yeah.
So I like that about the character. They're doing more with her, and I like that they just kind of, brush it along. And it was like Sharon's been good the whole time, and
Yeah.
she's just been working with Shield. And no, she's fending for herself, man.
She doing her thing, man. Independent woman, bro. Stand up, man.
Yeah,
I'm with that. Yeah, she is definitely doing her thing. And then these motherfuckers pop back in her life. And now that she's doing well and
yeah, yeah.
continue to use her. Just like
Yeah,
niggas do.
he's still kind of like, she's like, dang, Sam, like you still got to get me to the States. And he's like, oh, but I need two more favors.
Yeah.
Little does she know, Sam can't even get a loan, man.
Bro, for real. Yeah, Sam can't do shit for himself. How the fuck he gonna help her
Like, I
out?
can't even say, I can't even save this boat.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Loan
Sam ain't got no
for a
pull.
boat, a broken down boat. The loan he can't even get a loan from that.
And he
Trying
got
trying to
down
bring
Falcon.
trying to bring this girl back. So
Seriously. Yeah, man, that is funny. That is funny, bro. Yeah, I love the character development, man. I love these shows, man. What they doing, bringing in the actual characters from the movies, and it just
yeah,
makes you realize how much the other former series that they did, the Marvel series, how much they sucked. I, I know they really wanted to make Agents of Shield work, Agent Carter
yeah,
work, uh,
yeah,
Jessica Jones, all of them that they did, but nah, man, these are blowing them out the water. Kevin Feige is actually involved in these.
yeah,
These are really dope.
yeah. There's definitely more care. There's definitely more attention and detail. Like if you look
Yeah,
at some of those Easter egg videos that's out there, way more attention to detail. I actually went back and watched Winter Soldier a couple weeks ago, and Winter Soldier's writing the same notebook that Steve had in that movie. Like they call that back. It was something small,
yeah,
but they brought it back. So they care, man. It's a lot, and you feel it.
yeah. It's a ton of detail, man. So props to them, man. We ride Marvel's dick like every episode. So
I
deservedly
don't know.
so though.
Man, who's gonna ask you about not New Cap? What do you think about Battlestar, man? Before we get into spoilers and stuff, what do you think about
Man,
Battlestar?
bro, he's Jiminy Cricket, bro. He's straight up Jiminy Cricket to John Walker's bitch ass New Cap.
Yeah,
And he was really just straight up the moral compass, man. His conscience, and you clearly see that Walker needed him.
yeah,
And now with him being gone, he's gone full asshole. And he has no one to hold him back at this point. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Battlestar did a great job of doing it in the first place, but man, at least he was able to rein him in a bit. So now with him being gone, obviously, yeah, it's
did
not
you?
so. Of course, the character was made for you to not particularly like love him because he was on the side with New Cap, but he was relatable enough to make you feel like, damn, you could tell this guy is not fully on board with New Cap's antics and,
Yeah,
just saying stuff and, like you can't punch your way out of every battle, like things like that. Like he
yeah,
wanted he wanted to keep things civil for the most part.
yeah, yeah. You're right, man. He's like the other side of the coin, or the other side of your, like you said, Jiminy critic. He's that voice that says like, all right, man, you need to calm down and do whatever you need to do is right here. Then he
Yeah.
said it's so cool. Like I like that actor, man. I
Yeah.
haven't seen him in too many things. There's this one movie he's in, was this like Lucky Day or something like that. And to me, every time he talks, he does a great job. I wish when I saw him pop up, I was like, dang, he ain't gonna last long in this series. But I was like, I wish
Why?
they
Because he was
used.
black.
It's too many of us in this series, man. It's too many.
Way over the
They,
quota.
but yeah, there's a quota there, and then you can't. He's a pass it up. The only time they could be above quota is if it's Black Panther, man. But you
Yeah.
know, you're above quota here, so
Yeah. And it's
he
not
was,
Tyler Perry presents Falcon Winter Soldier.
yeah.
Medea fucking fighting the flag smashers. Hitting them with a purse.
Hold on there.
Yeah, that is the episode I never want to see.
Yeah. Mr. Brown sitting there doing his thing, trying to take riding a hippopotamus.
Yeah. His superpower is like rubbing his elbows together, starting a fire, lighting everybody on fire. That shit.
But yeah, man,
we gotta make this work.
Yeah, we putting it together. Don't speak it into existence, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I knew he was gonna be out, but I wish they used him in something else. Like I think down the line, I hope Marvel uses him for something different other than this.
Yeah, because death clearly doesn't matter in the Marvel
Did you
Cinematic Universe.
did you see it coming this episode though? Did you see the death coming this episode?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, that threw me off. I'm not. I know you're more of the backstory, like the source material person, more so than myself. But I do kind of chime in. To go back to the source material a little bit to kind of like look at the story and kind of see where they may go. So that definitely didn't catch my eye. Like him dying in the source material, I don't remember that. I do remember like the new Cap flipping a switch and kind of going off the way that he did, because in the source material his parents were killed, but it wasn't Battlestar. So nah, man, it threw me off, dude. I didn't see it coming at all. So I don't know. And then one like side note, man, the plot line of the Flag Smashers, from what I've heard, is sometimes it could be a little slow and it can be like a little misleading and a little off, because I heard that they had a completely different like story angle for them, and Marvel kind of had to go back and re-edit some stuff because it had some kind of storyline to do that was really closely related to the coronavirus and COVID and everything like that. And Disney just didn't want to go with that. Yeah, it was all kind of recorded before everything popped off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's just some points where some things don't make sense. Like what was Carly's mom's name? The one that passed away?
Lady, I don't even want to say it, man. It was a Lady Donna or something. I'm telling you, I just
know
watched it.
We're the worst at this. Yeah. But anyway, I think her death has something to do with
Lady Damia or something. I don't know.
I think so. Nah, you good. And I'm agreeing. Like that probably ain't her name at all. But yeah, I think it, originally the storyline had something to do with some type of vaccines or some type of pandemic or something like that. So sometimes the story can kind of be a little off and kind of like weird and things like that, because I did hear that they had to re-edit and reshoot some stuff, because of that. But for the most part, I think they did a great job piecing things together and making the story work. obviously, I think that's like the B story. Obviously, main story is seeing how this new Cap and Falcon, eventually take the mantle of being Cap, which is interesting as well. So, how do you feel about this? My takeaway from this whole episode, and I think that they hit the title on the head, bro. And the title of this episode, "The World Is Watching," makes it hit harder. It hit different, after you see the conclusion and the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But my takeaway from it was, bro, super iconic, like just hell of a fucking scene at the very end with him holding the bloody shield. But did you notice, in the same way that they're recording, the new Cap with the bloody shield and everything like that, Sam and Bucky are in frame as well, so all of the pictures that are going to be taken and showing the world what the new Cap has done, obviously people have always viewed Falcon and Bucky as like Captain America's right-hand man, and they kind of alluded to that in another episode. New Cap was like saying, it'd be great if I could have Cap's right-hand man with me.
Yeah.
So I think that's how America has always viewed Sam.
as the sidekick.
Yeah, like this son, so it's like, bruh, if you got that kind of shit going on, you obviously just witnessed the new Cap like do this crazy shit, but you got them both in frame. Like, how is the world gonna view Sam and Bucky from here on out? Like, are they gonna throw them on the shit pile too?
I don't know. My predictions have been bad so far, but I would think they would be okay with it. I think, sometimes they'll probably go in the sense of, we like this new Cap. We like him that he stands up for whatever this is, for killing terrorists. Basically that's how they'll spin it to me. I could be wrong, man, because my theories have not been on point with this show, other than what I knew was gonna happen to Battlestar, but I didn't predict it for this episode though.
You thought it was the last of the series?
I had heard I was watching something like an Easter egg show, and I'd heard that the 5th episode was going to be where somebody was going to be taken out, not the 4th. So that's why it surprised me, and I was like, it's probably gonna be Battlestar, because something has to make him trigger. We all know something's underneath the surface with Walker. Yeah. But something's got to break. It can't just be what it is.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay attention until the fact that Falcon and Bucky was right behind him on that picture, the world watching. So it could come back, and he's like, everybody's kind of like, yo, I don't like this new stuff, man. I don't like this new Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know how we haven't talked about this yet, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sitting there watching that scene, where new Cap goes after old boy. I don't remember his name either. Like I say, we're the worst at this. But it is really ironic that old guy was saying Captain America was his favorite growing up, and now all of a sudden he's faced with the goddamn shield, like in his face, and he's killed by the new Cap. Bro, your boy was in his feels watching that, dog. I caught myself like right after the scene was over. I'm like this, like straight up. I caught myself holding myself. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, my goodness me. I turned into like a fucking like Southern Belle, you know what I'm saying? My poor eyes.
I do declare.
I did. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I was blown away. I was like, no way. I got, obviously it was just like the scene in Civil War. You know what I'm saying? When like Steve Rogers Cap had the opportunity to fucking
chest and
take out Tony. But instead he held himself back. Obviously he didn't do it, but this new Cap, man, went full smash mode, bro. He went Smash Brothers on them, dog. So I was blown away, man. And then seeing the bloody shield, I was like, whoa. Like I said, I caught myself. I'm literally like this, like laying in my bed, like, that would have been a perfect time for a reaction video.
You know what I heard? I was gonna tell you this. I was gonna call you and let you know. as soon as the episode end, I heard DMX, y'all gonna lose my mind track go in my head.
I can see that.
As
I can
soon
see
as
that.
it
Yeah,
went off, I was like, dun 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 dun. Like
that would have been
as
that would have
soon as
been
that,
great.
because DMX RIP man was in
RIP,
my
bro.
head already, and then I was
Yeah,
like, y'all, Disney came back and re-edited it for that to come on. That'd have
yeah,
been dope.
that would have been.
But
Yeah,
man,
definitely RIP to DMX, man.
you're making these connections, man, that I wasn't even paying attention to. And to say you're not taking notes on it, man, you doing good. I I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean that's just something like because that was a huge moment. I don't know, because in Civil War, bro, I really thought Cap was gonna go there. I was like, yo, is this nigga really about to kill Tony? So that's like, what I thought of when he like, had that shield up there. And it's really shout out to Marvel, like you say, man. They really paid a lot of close attention to detail with that kind of stuff. So shout out to them for making the connections. You know what I'm saying? They the ones that bring in these callbacks.
Yeah.
It is just the stark difference between the two Captain Americas. Obviously, one of them has the restraint to pull back and not do the thing that it's just a terrible thing to do, and the other one doesn't. That's
Yeah.
what they were talking about with the super serum. That's been the whole thing throughout the whole arc of the super serum. With the original Captain America with Steve Rogers, a lot of different people, a lot of different characters have said the serum makes you more of who you already are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, and you can see that. Steve Rogers was a Boy Scout. Was really just a hero at heart. Um, and John Walker has always been a bit of a head case, a loose cannon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just made him more of that. So
While you're talking, man, it made me think that it worked well for the Flag Smashers, but they came from nothing, and now they had that power, and now they're trying to use it for good. And the same thing with Steve's story is he never really, I mean, he didn't have anything either, and then he came to a better position. You look at Red Skull, who was running things or doing things, and he took it and he became a monster.
yeah,
So it's just I think it messes with him different because he's already achieved so much already. And what was really really like telling is like when the melange was like destroyed, like kicking his tail, man,
man,
in the room, and they popped that shoulder, I mean the shield up and just held it
yeah,
better than he ever held it the whole time. He was
yeah,
like, they ain't even super soldiers, man.
yeah. That was a fucking awesome scene, man. Like awesome scene, bro. Yeah, I can't believe we hadn't talked about that scene either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really obviously, that was made to be the turning point, because it was like very vague on whether or not if he was gonna take it. You saw that he had like, in his mind, he was like, damn, should I take it? Should I not? He was talking to Battlestar about it. And you didn't even know at that point if he had already taken the serum. But when he got his ass whooped, um, clearly he was like, shit, man, I just got beat up by a bunch of chicks that ain't even super soldiers. So he was like, I'm definitely
with
taking this shit now.
with ease. They didn't even drop a sweat.
Nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. So yeah, that was such a great scene. And then seeing them take off Bucky's arm, you know,
Oh yeah.
knowing that the Wakandans had a failsafe in place for Bucky. So that was pretty crazy to see as well. Obviously, he had no clue. He was just like, really, really, just gonna take my damn arm off.
Actually, I when I looked at him, I was like, man, it's almost like they stripped him of his confidence for a second.
Oh,
It
of
when
course,
when his arm dropped, he was like, dang, like,
of
yo,
course, bro.
he's like, I'm a one armed man, like,
Bro, that'd be like my chick coming up to me and disabling my penis. I just watch that motherfucker fall to the floor. I'm like, yo, you've taken my superpower away from me, man. You know what I'm saying?
uh, with ease. We're like,
But he,
oh
yeah,
my balls are down there. I don't I
man,
get it. Why you never told me you could do that? If you told me you could do that, I'd have treat you differently. But you didn't tell me.
man, for real. Imagine that shit. Imagine how emasculating that would be. She just pick it up, put it in her purse. So I don't even need your ass. I got what I need right here. The rest
Got
of you
him.
can go to hell.
Got him. And then mad, you let Zemo get away.
Yeah, bro. Zemo just snuck off. I like how they say, he pulled it El Chapo. So it's gonna be interesting to see where exactly where Zemo went. Bro,
He
I
went
mean
back
this
to the
this show is
club.
great.
He went back to the club, had some more drinks, started dancing.
Yeah, his Zemo
He's
dancer
having a
was
good
pretty
time.
dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a pretty dope scene. That was a pretty dope scene, man. So what do you think? I guess it's prediction time, man. Where do you see it going from here? I know you say your predictions really ain't panned out so far, but
I have not.
what um
Uh
what do you think from here on out?
Man, Zemo's, on the mission to kill some super soldiers. So
Yeah,
until he does that, I mean he has no desire at all for any of it. With him just stepping on him, he ain't look at it, think twice about it. He was like, I'm crushing these things.
yeah,
So I know he's after the flag smashers. So we're gonna see him again just because of that. I am I know the Wakandans are on his trail, whether he knows it or not. They're there because I don't think he knows. I think he's smart, but he's smart about stuff that he knows, and he
yeah,
doesn't know the Wakandans all that well. No one does. Um, as far as John, I'm still kind of unsure. Like I said before, I think people are probably going to be more on the side about things.
yeah,
I think John and Sam will have one more conversation, just like, why'd you take the shield? Why'd you do all these things? Kind of thing, going from there. And then I'm hoping that we'll circle back around to, why Sam will kind of be able to tell people why he doesn't want to take up the shield, like, and be kind of honest about it. I think that's going to be what's going to break this show different from any other movies is, Sam's voice in the show. But
yeah.
as far as the plot, I don't know, man. We got 2 more episodes left. What you think, man?
Yeah, I think you bring up a really good point about I'm very curious to see what the perception is going to be like, with the reaction. Obviously, people were recording. We know that the video is going to get out. I mean, you already had video of Bucky wilding out at the club. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? When he
yeah,
was
yeah.
pretending to be back in Winter Soldier mode. So, man, it's going to be like
That's
the
true.
perception on him is going to already be bad. And then with him and Falcon being in frame after the new Cap did what he did, I just really want to see how it's going to be perceived because I mean you're absolutely right, man. They could spin it and be like, this was necessary for Cap to take out this terrorist. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Which is tonally the way that we do it, here in this country anyway. So um, it could go one or two ways, man. Either they could vilify, the new Cap as he should be because the motherfucker's a loose cannon, or they could, make him out to be a hero,
Yeah.
and Sam and Bucky still got to overcome that perception. So I don't really know, man. I mean, if I were to guess, I would think it would be the way that you're saying. They would justify him, taking the action that he did. So we're gonna have to go along for that ride. We got 2 episodes left, but I think eventually, the one thing I would disagree with you about is I think at this point, Sam is fully on board with saying, okay, you know what, I fucked up. Like, I need to take the shield from this motherfucker. I think
Yeah.
he's saying, I gotta be the one, like I'm more level headed, I can take on this responsibility now. I realize that I made a mistake, so I think the next 2 episodes are just gonna be him trying to atone for that original mistake and take that mantle, and go forward with that. So we'll see, man. I'm along for the ride at this point, man. I'm fully invested. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good deal. You think they're gonna bring Isaiah Bradley back to the scene somehow?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna have a role to play with the conclusion in some type of way. I don't know if he's gonna fight. Maybe his grandson will, because I think they leading him up to be part of like the new Avengers and everything like that. So
Yeah. Well, in the comics, the grandson is a character called the Patriot.
yeah, Yeah.
So who knows, man? But like Marvel's smart, and I think they're pretty much setting up they're passing the torch to the next group, for, like you said, for the young Avengers. And
Yeah.
they played a long game, man, and it pays off,
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Now I love it, bro. Um,
Yeah.
so we're gonna close this episode out as we do every time, man. We have a positive message for the people. I don't want to put
Hey,
you on the spot if you don't have one.
hey, if there's anything I'm gonna say is look into the cryptocurrency stuff, man.
Okay.
Yeah, just I'm doing research myself, but I think the more people know about it, the bigger it becomes, and the better opportunities you'll have with it. So,
I feel that. I
on
feel
some
that.
serious stuff, what you got, bro?
Yeah, man. Nah, that's it, bro. I'll back you. I'll back you. I'll echo that, man. Don't just look into it, man. Act on it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that people do, man. People are great at talking about shit, but not executing, just like we're doing with this show. We don't have our shit together fully, but we doing it. So
Yeah, yeah,
just like Nike, man, just do it. If you got an
yeah.
idea,
You gotta be careful with that, man. They'll come after you. You
yeah,
copy their stuff, man.
you're right.
You saw what they did to Lil Nas X.
Yeah, well, we're not
So.
making Satan shoes. We just trying to we just trying to encourage people to do to act on things that they actually thinking
Oh
about,
man,
man.
I'm not watching that video, man. It's too crazy for me.
No, I haven't watched it either, man. I'm
Too crazy.
yeah. Um
I'm too old for
so
that.
yeah, bro. Man, well, we're gonna get out of here, man. Yo, as always, love you, brother. I appreciate you
All
being
right,
on this
too.
journey with me, man.
Yeah, man.
Uh And y'all check out the other episodes that we have done, and we're gonna continue to chop it up about this incredible show that we got going on Disney Plus. And we will holler at y'all next time, man. This has been
Yeah, man.
Black Man and Robin with Black and Nerd Culture. We'll see y'all next
Get
time.
to the bank.
Peace.